So here we have another piece of abstract art that we're going to be looking at, and you can start looking at it now and just let your eye wander around on it and enjoy it and relax. And no thoughts, just having a relaxed, enjoyable time. We're activating our visual cortex, which is the part of our brain that translates to our brain what we're seeing. So the visual cortex is important because it can actually heal and create new neural pathways in your brain. If you study a piece of art, it's best to do it for about 10 minutes. But I've been thinking as I'm doing these videos that if you watch the videos and watch me paint and study the art in the beginning, that you've probably done, well, most of the videos are about 15 minutes of activating the visual cortex, which is fabulous. It's a wonderful exercise for the brain. It helps keep the brain healthy. And it's just enjoyable because it's so relaxing. It does all sorts of other things too. I'll talk about that more at the end of the video. And I'm going to let you watch this painting, go through it, and let your eye just float over it. And I'm going to stop talking for about 30 seconds. And then after that, we'll lower our brain to alpha, which is the most relaxed, creative brainwave and the state to be in for creating and for doing all kinds of other things too. But anyway, I'm going to be quiet for about 30 seconds. Okay, now we're going to lower our brain waves to alpha. Some scientists say that when you activate the visual cortex, that your brain almost automatically goes into alpha. But we're going to go into alpha on purpose before we start creating. And we take 3 deep breaths and then say down, down, down in a deeper voice so that you feel it in the torso of your body and up into your head and really feel it. So here we go with the 3 deep breaths. It's in through your nose, out through your mouth. Down, down, down. Oh, and I forgot to remind you that when you do that, if you'll put your 3 fingers together, the index finger, the middle finger, and the thumb on both hands as you're doing it, you'll train your brain that when you do that mudra, that your brain will go into the alpha state. And so it's really very handy if you're nervous at the doctor's office or if you're in a business meeting that's gone a little sideways. You can relax and think more clearly, I think. So anyway, think about how you feel now that you're actually in alpha. It's a very relaxed state. It's very clear for me. my eyesight seems sharper. Okay, so now that we're in alpha and we've activated the visual cortex also, we're going to go do our art. Note cards that you can either mail or you can hand it to somebody. This first one I'm going to use green. I'm kind of attracted to the green. Maybe it's the season or healing. Green is such a healing color. Green is the color of Archangel Raphael, who is the healing angel. So everything I'm using, you can find online. My note cards, when they're folded, are 5 by 7 inches. And, excuse me, and they come with envelopes. And all of the acrylic paints that I'm using, you can find online too. I'm hoping to inspire you guys. Hoping to inspire you all to do your own note cards or art or something. So far I've used just kind of a medium. It's green. The first green, it's kind of a medium green. It's in between like a Kelly green and a forest green. And then this was an iridescent light green. And then I've got gold in here. And I'm just doing some little abstracts. I'm going to add some silver. Going back to the deeper green. And, you know, when I'm painting these, I really don't have a thought on what I'm going to be doing, except I pick the colors. And then the color kind of dictates to me what I want to do. And if you guys have been watching for a while, you know that I do things in layers. I think I'll add some the deeper green down here too. And you also know that I like to have a lot of movement in my abstract art. Okay, I'm going back to the limey green now too. Kind of like it like this. The silver has kind of a, looks almost like a tie or something, and these look like pieces of grass to me. I don't know. I think I'll leave that there, and I'll add, of course, the sparkles. As I add the sparkles, I'm going to tell you, about some of the, or one of the other things that the Visual Cortex can do. And this one, of course, is really interesting to me. It's called embodied cognition. And embodied cognition allows people to place themselves in a piece of art and feel exactly, to feel what the artist was feeling as they were creating the piece of art. So that, to me, is pretty magnificent. So you all this week practice going into alpha and activating your visual cortex. Those two things, I think, are enormous in being really helpful for ourselves and relaxation and healing our brains. It's really a wonderful thing, and they don't take very long, either one of them. So please like and subscribe and share. And remember that this artwork, some of it, is available on my website, artsy-art.com, and it's under the YouTube art tab. So until we see each other again, enjoy each and every day. Bye-bye for now.